Okay, so I've completed that, and now we're on the next one, which is the original. Sorry for bumping the camera like that. Your original chain that the foundation chain that started the project. So what it's saying to do now is to do, let me look at this pattern quick. It says in working an opposite side of foundation chain, you do 3 single crochets in first space. Let me grab the correct yarn here. And do 3 single crochets in this space, I believe. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and then do 1 single crochet in the shell base, so this space right here. So you do single crochet in there, and then it says to do 5 single crochets in the next chain 5 space, so right in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 single crochets in there, and then do 1 in the base of the shell, and then do 5 in here, 1 in the base of the shell, 5 in here, 1 in the base of the shell, and just continue all the way until you get to this point. Let's see if I can show you. That's the end of the foundation row, the initial one. And then when you're in this space, you do 3 single crochets, and I'll meet you back at this point. Okay, so I've completed that, the bottom foundation, doing single crochets as described. And so now we're on the other side. So see, now we're working in the round. We're not working in rows. We're just going around the garment. So now we're on the opposite side, and we're going to do what we did in that previous one, which is to do 2 single crochets in each of these spaces here. So I'll just do a couple on camera. So 1, 2, and then I'll go into this space and do 2 single crochets. 1, 2, go into the next space, do another 2, and again just follow along each space and do two single crochets in each of those spaces until you reach the end of this side of the garment. Okay, so now I'm on the very top row, just doing a last finishing there, and the pattern tells me to do a double crochet a single crochet in each chain across. So that's 1, 2, I guess in the spaces, 3, 4, go on top of the stitch, 1 there, 1 there, 1 in the center of the shell, in here. Just follow along and continue with single crochets along the top row, the last row, and then I'll meet you at the end of that for round 2. Okay, so now I've finished doing all my single crochets around the garment, so I'm on row 2 now. And what the pattern says is to make, okay, so we join, first let's join it with the slip knot to the single crochet that we first made, the very first one when we first started doing the edging, because now we've come across the whole garment. So there's this, sorry, not a single crochet, a slip knot think I said a slip knot. Anyways, then you chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then let me just read what the pattern says to you. It says working, okay, so double crochet in each stitch around, working 3 double crochets in center stitch of each 3 single crochet group. So I'm interpreting that as so we've done the 3 chains, so that counts as a double crochet, so that will be 1. And then the second one, hang on, yeah, so the second one will be the center of 3 groups. So I'm believing that this is what I'm interpreting it as this. So in the center of 3 single crochets, groups, any 3, you do 3 double crochets in the same space. You do it 3 times, so that's 2, and then 3, like that. And then the next one will be the 3rd spot. It sounded a little confusing to me at first, but I think this is what the pattern is trying to communicate. Okay, so now when you do the next one, it'll be the first stitch of a group of single crochet. So you do 1, and then the second one will be the second one will be the center single crochet in the group of 3. So then again, you go into that second one and you make 3 double crochets. That's 2, and that's 3. Okay, isn't that pretty? And then in the third one, you just make 1 double crochet. Okay, and then just carry on that way. So I'll do one more. So then you go 1, and then when you come to the second one, which is the middle one, you do 3 double crochets. Like so. And then the third one, you just do 1. So you just carry on like that. So the next one you do 1. So that's the first one of the set of 3, and then you do 3 in the second one. So just remember to do 3 double crochets in the second single crochet of each group of 3. And then the next one you just do 1. Get that on camera for you. And you just carry on like so, all the way around. And I'll meet you back at the beginning of row 3, and then we'll be done. Almost done. Okay, so now we're on round 3, starting round 3, the very last round to finish the edging on this garment. So you join with a slip knot at the top of the beginning double crochet or chain 3, I believe it was, and then you chain 1, and then all you do is go along each stitch and create a single crochet all along the edge. Very easy, very clean. And this is the finishing round of this lovely garment. And you just work single crochets all the way around. And when you get back to this chain 1, you just fasten off by doing a slip stitch, and then you fasten off your yarn. So we are finished our project. Just some final things that we need to do is just weave in all these ends, and you do that by using a tapestry needle. And let me see if I can do this on camera. just fold the yarn in half. Do that again because I've never done this on camera, and I usually have it really close to my face so I can see. Okay, so there, I've done that. I've threaded it, and then you just weave these ends throughout your project any way you like. You're just kind of hiding the yarn through the project before you cut it off, so you don't get any it doesn't come apart. I do one more. Hopefully I'm getting this on camera so you can see what I'm doing. Just weave it through, up and down, like so. And then you just pull it out a bit. And you'll do one going in this direction that just hides the yarn. You just go any way you like that. And then you just make sure it's not too tight. And then with a pair of scissors, you just cut. And that is lost. So you just go through your project, and anywhere you have any of these loose ends, you just hide it by weaving it throughout your project.